I'm a Gen Xer and I was a latchkey kid, and I make $30,000 a month in content creation in the digital marketing space. I want to talk about that a little bit. Now, if $30,000 a month doesn't excite you because it sounds too low based on wherever you are and your living expenses and what you need to make, listen, everything I do can be scaled. And I'll talk about why mine might be a little bit more limited than what other people might do and the potential for growth as well. So, my name is Lori Ballin. I'm a very authentic, tell it like it is, no fluff or frills kind of person. That's just how I live my life. So I teach the same way. I share the same way. I coach the same way. I create the same way. My entire life is built on the principle of freedom. I want to do what I want, where I want, when I want, with who I want, and how I want. And I don't want anything interfering with that. So the world of content creation gives us this ability to work our own hours, take days off, take weeks off, take a month off. You can if it's set up the right way. But more than anything, it gives us the ability to not have to work a 9 to 5 or set schedule or report to somebody or do something somebody else's way. Also, if you're creative at all, it gives you such an amazing creative playground. I mean, every day that I wake up and know that that day gets to unfold however I decide it to is such a wonderful thing. And sometimes I'm super inspired to go work on my blog and my Pinterest account. Sometimes I'm super inspired to go make TikTok videos. Someday I'm super inspired to work on my YouTube account and study analytics and play around with different ideas. It's whatever I decide it to be. And that's the life I want to live. Now, let's talk a little bit about how the money works because I think that's where people get a little bit caught up is I don't understand the big picture. Cat, in every video you ever watch of mine, you're going to see a cat, especially this one. It's so funny how he does that. He'll come from whatever room he's in to come sit with me. Okay. So, first, let me say this. How I make money today looks very different than how I made money 5 years ago. And every year, there are things added that I didn't have before. And there might be things that change, even in the structure and how things are working. So, for example, there was a time when I was blogging and I was driving all my traffic from Google, search engine optimization. And I was making money through services like for my real estate business. And I was making money with affiliate income on my digital marketing blog. These are all ways that I make money. Well, when things have changed with Google, I really quickly pivoted. I saw it coming before the onset of I saw some things changing, and I do think I have a little bit of a I can see trends. I can see where things are moving a little bit. Not maybe long ways down the road, but coming up soon. And so I started to pivot and I got on Pinterest. And I started building a website that was more Pinterest driven. And I started monetizing that with ad revenue and affiliate income. So I didn't feel the same upset that some other people felt when the Google SEO changed. So I want to make that clear because a lot of people will expect things to be like a certain way, right? Like, okay, Lori, tell me how to do A, B, and C to get to D. But A, B, and C may look totally different next year. So all I can do is tell you what's working right now. And then I continue to show up on these YouTube channels and with my Blueprint coaching clients to talk to them about what we're doing and what trends are working. And this is just kind of the direction that we wind up going. Sorry, cat distracting me. Okay. So, one, I make money blogging and doing Pinterest. And the money comes in with ad revenue primarily right now and then affiliate income. So when you're driving Pinterest traffic, it's not the same as when we were building a real estate website, which you can still do, but it's more like, what do Pinterest users want? It's an idea engine. They're looking for inspiration, they're looking for ideas. So think home decor, beauty, fashion, recipes. I do think And again, I kind of can spot trends. I do think it's going to get more and more influencer friendly. And I do think we're going to see a lot more in general product reviews because they're already moving so much towards e-commerce. So that is something. So I will get up and I'll blog, and like right now it is August. So this morning I was coming up with ideas for fall Halloween. So DIY fall decor, things to make to sell at a farmer's market in the fall, pumpkin wreaths and pumpkin recipes and just all of the things. I was even looking up Halloween costumes. I did really well on affiliate marketing last year for Halloween costumes. So I play around with that. Yes, I use AI. I absolutely do use AI, but I have been a blogger for so many years that I believe I have a good understanding of what the reader's looking for and how to direct the AI to get the best output. So it's less generic, more helpful, more informational. And then I kind of set up these GPTs or these prompts, SOPs, whatever you want to call it, for this is how I do a blog. And I don't have any employees. That's really important to note because one of the reasons why I can make $30,000 a month, and by the way, my business is 78% profitable. I don't have any employees. I'm not even using third party contractors, like nothing. I'm doing it all myself. My biggest expense is software because obviously you need good systems if you're going to do everything by yourself. And that's basically, I don't want to go hire people. So let's just say you said, well, I want to make more than 30. Well, you could. I mean, gosh, you could make $30,000 a month potentially on one platform, depending on how far you went in and how good you were at it and how much you were willing to learn, the ins and outs of it. But that's going to be more rare, right? But there are people that are doing that. And then if you hire people, you'll be able to scale it. But then keep in mind that you'll hear somebody throw out numbers like I made $1 million, whatever, last year, whatever their number is. And then when you start hearing them talk about their admin and their this manager or their marketing, and you start doing the math on what their payroll looks like, sometimes we're not all that different, when you get to the bottom line. But yes, if you really want to scale, I will say that um, my life is pretty slow these days. I'm doing that. I'm doing 30,000 a month without a whole lot of hustle like I used to really hustle. Now, yes, I would love to get that number up to more like 50,000 a month so that I can do more with building towards the future. I would love to buy more real estate. I'd like to have more of a cushion because when we're self-employed, we don't have built-in retirement. So I do investing. I invest in stocks and I really want to get more into the real estate space. And so, yes, I would love to have more to invest. But right now, what we're really talking about is making money to live a good life, making money to live a free life, making money to live a creative life. And for some of you guys, I'm saying 30,000 a month. For some of you guys, $1,000 a month would make a huge difference in your life. It may not be you need this as a career. It could be as a side hustle. Some of you could live on 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month. You don't need 30,000 a month, right? Sometimes I listen to people throw out numbers like I made $2 million last year or whatever, and they say it in such a boastful way that it makes me click away, honestly, because I'm kind of like, oh, well, I probably won't do that. And then I just kind of disregard it. So we've got to be careful with tying in our own numbers to somebody else's numbers. Really, what we need to be looking for is what's the model that's working for that person? And can I do that at my own scale? So at first, it might be I just need to get to 5,000 a month, right? Well, if you know I'm doing it with 30, take a look at all the little elements that I'm doing and say, okay, if I just pulled that one thing, or if I just did that thing and that thing, that probably gets me my 5 grand. I don't necessarily need to have a six-figure coaching program that she does inside of that as well, right? Maybe you just want a $10,000 product review business. So let's talk about that a little bit. So one of my other streams of income I have a software affiliate marketing. I consider that almost its own business. It's its own stream of income. Like if I did nothing else, I could just do that one thing and I could live on it. That's kind of how I look at these, at the big buckets individually. Is, can I live on that one thing? Can I live on that one thing? If I had to, could I live on one? I'm always asking myself that question. And then there's always these little things that are extras that are dripped in there that could become a something I could live off of. That's the format that I use. So product reviews, that's an income stream that I could live off of. And so what that looks like is, well, affiliate marketing, first of all, with software, that's a separate stream. And then product reviews is a separate stream. Each one of those separately, like I could live off. They make six figures on their own. I could live off of that. That's kind of how I look at it. My main three avenues or lanes or streams, whatever you want to call it, is my coaching business, BallenBlueprint.com. That's where I coach people on how to build their business. And then this one is product review. Let's just say, yeah, it's product reviews. So it's reviewing things on Amazon, on TikTok. I'll talk about that in a second. And then the other one is software. So it all kind of started with that big software affiliate business. And all I was doing, and listen to this, because if you haven't thought about this, this is a really tangible, buildable business. What you do is you teach people how to use software, or you show people the best way to, sorry, I have an 11 o'clock. I had to look at my clock real quick. The best way to use software, or 10 ways to use Canva that you haven't thought of, that type of a thing. And what you do is you build a YouTube channel. You might also have TikTok, Instagram, where you do like short form video, but you have a YouTube channel where you show up and you do long form videos, and you record maybe a 20-minute tutorial on how to do something. This is how I built my software business. I started at building real estate agent websites, and I was teaching people how to build the website. And then as a byproduct of that, I'm already showing up and doing that anyway, I would link in the description the software that I was using, whatever I showed that day. Maybe I showed them how to build a WordPress website step by step. Or I showed them how to make it a real estate website by adding an IDX widget that puts the homes for sale. Or maybe it was about the email marketing system that I was using, the CRM, right? That kind of thing. Well, then I would set up an affiliate partnership with those software brands, which most software brands have. And they tell you, we will pay you X amount of dollars or X amount of commission. Usually it's a percentage of the subscription price. And then they'll tell you for how long they'll pay you. Some will only pay you for a year. Some will only pay you a flat amount, which is usually higher on the front end. Some will pay you for the lifetime of that client, which is my preference. And that's what got me to a six-figure business. So listen, it's not MLM. These people are already interested in what you're doing, right? I'm showing them how to build this website, and I show them this really cool tool, and they go, oh, I need that. For example, I teach people now how to build websites for affiliate marketing, and one of the plugins integrates with Amazon, and it puts the Amazon boxes and lists and grids on the website. So I'm telling people about this anyway. So why not have a relationship with that company that makes the plugin that gives me an affiliate, and I can put it in the description box of the YouTube video. I can put it in the first comment of the YouTube video, right? If you're doing it on Instagram and TikTok, there's other ways that you can do those kinds of things. And so that turned into a six-figure business for me. And it's still a very viable business. Can you do six figures? There are people that are doing six figures. Some people are doing six figures with one brand. So yeah, it's totally, absolutely possible. I have one brand I make over 9,000 a month on, one software, but I've been promoting it since 2016, teaching people how to use it, getting people to, so it's, more than 200 people that are subscribing. And I've lived off of that for 9 years now. It started at 200, and then it was 2,000. Well, then it built away. I remember the day it was $2,000. Actually, it was right when I was going through my divorce in 2016. early 2017, I was like, oh my gosh, it's over $2,000. I couldn't believe it. Then it was 3,000, then it was 4,000, then it was 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. The most it's ever been in 1 month has been 10,000. There's a little ebb and flow because sometimes people leave. But the beauty of that software is it happens to be a software that's invaluable to the website. It's hard to replace. So that helps a lot. I have done really big things with companies that are really popular on the onset. I don't know if you ever heard of Jasper, like that. I don't know if they're still around. That was a big early AI writing software. And then, of course, what happened? The ChatGPT rolled out and just whammed those guys, all those guys that had those writing softwares that didn't offer anything special beyond that. So some of the ones that are still around have found ways to integrate a whole bunch of other really cool tools with it. But that's disruption. So it's really cool when you can find software that people are going to stay with for a very, very long time, and that it's not easy for them just to want to walk away from. But anyway, so that's a lane. Now, product reviews. That is TikTok Shop. It's Amazon Influencer. It's blogging with Amazon Associate Links. It's YouTube Shopping has their own affiliate program. LTK, Like to Know It, formerly Reward Style, has its own affiliate program. So that's a six-figure income stream for me. And basically what I do is I get products and I show people my favorite products. So for example, here's one. So this was these are shopping bags, and they are from QVC. Now, the beauty of getting something, now I bought these, and sometimes I buy things, sometimes they're free. I wanted these anyway, to tell you the truth. And the QVC pays up to 18% commission on their items. And you can use QVC links on YouTube once you're part of their YouTube Shopping affiliate program. You can use QVC links on LTK. You can use those links on Pinterest. You can use, they're on TikTok Shop. The only place, like there's certain brands that QVC sells that are not on Amazon, and there's some that are on Amazon. So if it's on Amazon, you can also put it on Amazon. So that's kind of my strategy, is how do I show people really cool things that they can get on whatever platform it is I happen to be promoting on. That's how my thinking is. Now, the product review thing started as an accident. I got on TikTok Shop, and I got on TikTok because I don't know, I had these little baby kittens, and I just wanted to share the kittens, and I needed a platform that wasn't a work platform to share the cats, ironically. So I started sharing all the cat videos, and they did okay. It didn't really go anywhere great, but I wasn't trying to monetize it. I just wanted to show my cute little kittens. And then I started dating for the first time after 6 years, after a long divorce. And I started talking about dating on TikTok. Why? Because I'm authentic like that, and I just show up, and I wanted to, I don't know. And viral, millions of views. The first video got like 2.1 million views. And then I kept backing that up, and they kept going over 1 million, or the high 100,000, some of them. And before I knew it, I had 5,000 followers, and TikTok said, hey, do you want to be part of this TikTok Shop? And I'm like, what is TikTok Shop? I didn't know what it was. It had just rolled out. But I saw the keyword affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing just means you promote somebody else's product or service that's not yours. There's no inventory, you don't store anything, you don't ship anything, you have zero customer service. All you're doing is attracting the interest in the brand and then sending it off to them and letting them do everything else with it. I love that world. I don't want to do customer service. I don't want to handle inventory. This is the only inventory I handle is the stuff I'm going to show on video, of course. And so those are kind of a rotating thing, but I don't. So when I saw the word affiliate marketing, I was like, oh, well, wait a minute. Let me look at this. So I bought a pair of jeans, I bought a makeup palette, and I bought a cat toy and a mirror I bought 4 things that I actually wanted. And then I just grabbed my phone with no hook, no script, no strategy. Hey, here's this thing that I like, and viral again. And I made $47,000 my first 3 months on TikTok Shop, and I haven't stopped since then. So then I got on Amazon Influencer, and I figured, well, if I'm promoting these items on TikTok and they're also sold on Amazon, why would I not put them on Amazon? So then that started. Amazon makes like about 1,000 a month. And then after that, I found LTK, Reward Style, the Like to Know It app. And that one's really good for fashion. And I started doing a lot more with fashion. And so I'm like, let me get on there and do that. And then eventually, YouTube rolled out YouTube Shopping, which is another affiliate program. And I was super excited. So I got on there as well. And so I have one video right now that has 250,000 views on a pet couch mat. It's like this chest printed rug mat thing that goes on a couch for dogs or for cats. And I literally grabbed my phone with one hand and I threw the rug, the mat on the couch, and showed the mat, and the cat kind of clawed at it, and that was it. That was it. Well, on TikTok, it didn't go anywhere. Didn't do anything. Okay, whatever. On YouTube, it's completely going viral. I literally have made like $50 in ad revenue on this little short video, which is a lot for a short video, because it's gone viral, and now I'm getting the sales and the commissions from the rug as well. So I'm always telling everybody, why would you only be in one place if you're doing product reviews when you can be in all of these other places with the same video? They don't even have rules that say you can't use the same video on a different platform, which is crazy. Now YouTube is rolling out policies that they're looking for original content, non-duplicated contract, and they're really, in my opinion, it looks like they're really targeting all these AIs that are just going out and grabbing all these videos and repurposing it. But so we'll keep an eye on that. And honestly, even if I had to make a unique video for each one, it would be no big deal. It takes me a minute to make a video. A minute. Hold the phone, speak about the item, and let it go. You don't have to do all this editing. You don't need high pressure. Use your phone. Stand close enough to your phone you got good audio, or put on a little wireless mic if you want. Sit next to a window for good lighting. I mean, it's really not that complicated. And then another way people are making money in content creation, I have dabbled in it and I haven't gone back to it lately. Well, I do have some of it. So another way people are making money in content creation is through bonus rewards programs and ad revenue that is shared with you for your content. So I make money in ad revenue on YouTube. And I have two active channels. I have more than that, but two that are actively working. I think I have 4 that are monetized, but I'm only really pushing 2 of them. And then I make money through Facebook and Instagram, like the Facebook bonus rewards program. I get ad revenue through my blog. I think I mentioned that. So a lot of these platforms now really understand the power of the creator, and they're offering. TikTok now is paying all these bonuses and rewards for live streaming. So I saw a guy yesterday just walking around. He's walking around Georgia, and the state Georgia. I don't know if it was Savannah, but he's walking around Georgia, and he's just holding his phone, and he's talking about that building and that building and that building and this, that, and the other. And he's getting paid. He's getting rewards. So TikTok is throwing out rewards for a certain number of followers, views, likes, comments, the number of times you go. And then they give you these tasks and challenges that say, like, if you go live 5 times and you get this many viewers or comments or whatever, we'll give you an extra $1,000. So I've made money through TikTok's bonus reward program. I'm part of the Creator Fund, where if you make 1-minute videos and it shows up on the For You page, I made like $700 in a month on that. There's all kinds of ways to make money as a creator. Really, I also make money with ebooks. I write ebooks and I sell ebooks. I love that business. That's a really cool business as well. You'll see them all below my videos. I get to take all the things that I've spent all these years learning, put it into an ebook, give it to you guys as a resource. Maybe you don't want to invest in courses. Maybe you prefer reading over courses. It's an entry point, but they're very valuable. I enjoy doing it, and I make money doing that as well. So I'm always kind of dabbling. Right now, I'm kind of looking at merch a little bit. I dance. I go back and forth with Etsy stores and print on demand and coffee mugs and t-shirts. And I've not quite found the lane that I like, but I could see it coming in, because there's like just this morning, Amazon rolled out something about coffee mugs and merch. And now I've got a new uh, company that I'm working with that does that I store my ebooks on, or I sell my ebooks through, and then they also do merch. And so I'm kind of like, maybe I need to figure this out: hats, candles, coffee mugs, t-shirts. I keep dancing around it. We'll see where that winds up going. But listen, the whole concept here is, if you love to cook and share recipes, that's monetizable content. If you love to talk about your age, whether you're a millennial, a Gen X, a boomer, a Gen Z, an alpha, it's monetizable. If you love to talk about marriage and relationships or dating, it's monetizable. Do you love to talk about parenting? It's monetizable. Do you love to mountain bike, fix things up, DIY, crafts, home decor? Monetizable. Are you an RVer? Do you love the van life? Do you love to travel? All monetizable. Do you like to garden? Monetizable. It doesn't matter. Have you ever started over in life? Monetizable. Do you love to just tell stories? Monetizable. Are you funny? Monetizable. I'm telling you, content creation, all these different avenues. So if you've stayed with me this long and you like this style of teaching, hey, jump on into my coaching program, balinblueprint.com, or grab yourself one of the ebooks, get started, just start poking around. You might end up loving Pinterest and blogging. You might end up loving just talking and monetizing talking. You might love sharing those hobbies. You might love doing these product reviews. You might want to build a YouTube channel like I do and monetize that. There's so many ways to monetize that. That's the kind of stuff that I teach. I'm Lori Ballin, and I hope you found this video helpful today. Thanks for being here.